So, you want to know more about the Huntress? A quick and dirty overview is coming right up. Hello and welcome to my channel. I am Different Breed, aka the Distance Killer. And in today's video, we're going to be going over the Huntress. I just want to give a fair warning before this video starts. This is not a huge tutorial on how to actually play the Huntress and what is good for her and just basic strategies for her. This video is all about just going over who the Huntress is, what she does. So the first teachable that the Huntress offers is the Beast of Prey. With this perk, when Bloodlust activates, you will lose the red stain that tells the survivors which way you are looking. This will make survivors think you are going in one direction when you are really going in another. In Tier 1, you will lose your red stain for 15 seconds. In Tier 2, 20 seconds. And in Tier 3, 25 seconds. Once activated, you cannot use the perk again until 120 seconds have passed, no matter what tier you have. The second perk is Territorial Imperative. This perk is all about basement plays. With it, once a survivor enters the basement, their aura gets revealed to you for 3 seconds when you are more than 32 meters away from the basement. Just like the first perk, this perk has a cooldown as well. Tier 1 of this perk will grant you usage every 60 seconds. Tier 2 grants you 45 seconds between usage, and Tier 3 is 30 seconds between uses. When a survivor walks down the stairs, the killer can see them until they hit the landing. If they are running down the stairs, they can practically make it to the hook while the killer can see them. The killer does not get alerted when a survivor is coming up from downstairs. As you can see, this perk is ready to be activated, yet nothing happens when the survivor comes up the stairs. And there is something interesting that I found out while making this video. The survivor can actually bypass this perk. If the survivor drops down onto the stairs, the killer will actually not get notified. The survivor must drop down either 1 or 2 boards away from the wall. Any closer to the front of the stairs and the killer will be notified. So keep that in mind if you are running this perk or running against it. The last thing to show, the killer must be at least 32 meters away from the basement, otherwise the killer will not be notified that the survivor is going downstairs. And the third perk is a hex perk that is Huntress Lullaby. This perk helps you with slowing down the game. Each time that you hook a survivor, you earn a token, and each token creates the skill check warning sound less and less until there is no more warning sound. It may not seem like a huge issue, but let me tell you, it is. From 1 to 4 tokens, so 1 to 4 hooks, the time between the warning sound and the actual skill check gets less and less. On the 5th token, so the 5th hook, there is no sound at all. This makes it so that survivors miss more skill checks, which alerts you of their position. Not only that, but each tier makes the penalty of missing a skill check regress the generator more. Tier 1 puts 2% regression when a skill check is missed. Tier 2 brings the generator back 4%, and Tier 3 regresses the generator back 6%. Keep in mind though, this is a hex perk, so survivors can find it and can get rid of it within moments of the game's start. In my opinion, the Hex Huntress Lullaby is the best perk here. Even though the survivors can destroy the perk rather quickly, I find it worth the risk. It has slowed many of my games down, and it has allowed me to get the extra hooks and kills to offer to the entity. So what is the Huntress's power? Well, she's a sniper. Not technically, but her ability is to throw the hatchets, which can catch survivors off guard or stop them from doing those loops when you can't catch them. Each hatchet hit will bring the survivor down 1 health state. You start with 5 hatchets, and that is your maximum carrying capacity. And the way that you get more hatchets is by grabbing them out of lockers. There are 2 ways to throw the hatchets. Either straight and true, or not as far and drop. As you can see, it doesn't matter how long you hold the hatchet for. It will always be one distance or the other. In order to get the maximum distance and speed, you need to hold the hatchet until you can hear the shing. Then you will know that it is fully charged. If you don't, it will still work just fine, it just won't go as far, and it will drop off, which could work for you if you are trying to drop it off after an obstacle. I'm not 100% sure on this, but I do believe once fully charged, as long as the hatchet doesn't hit anything, it will go on an infinite distance. So yes, you can hit from one side of the map to the other. And now for the sweet, sweet Mori. And that is the Huntress's ability and her teachable perks. Did you learn anything? Who would you like to see next? Let me know in the comments below. If this helped you, consider subscribing and check out the links in the description where you can purchase games at discounted rates, which also helps support the creation of more videos like these. So until next time, stay different.